Hey everyone, this is Vamsi from coderefer.com. In this video, we will be discussing about LeetCode Day 23 challenge, that is bitwise end of numbers range. So let's get started. Given a range m comma n where 0 less than or equal to m less than or equal to n less than or equal to some number, so 32-bit integer, return the bitwise end of all numbers in this range inclusive. So we got one example which is given as 5, 7. So we have to perform end operator between 5, 6 and 7 and return the output. So example 2, 0, 1 and the output is 0. So let's discuss about this problem. So before discussing bitwise end of numbers range, let's discuss about logical AND operator. Suppose we will be taking A and B as 0 and 0. The logical AND operation between A and B is 0. A is 0 and B is 1, it will be 0. And A is 1 and B is equal to 0, then A and B is equal to 0. If A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, then only A and B will become 1. From this we can conclude that if A or B, if any one of it is 0, then the result will be 0. Else, if both A and B are 1, then the result will be 1. So let us see one of the example given. Here m is given as 5 and n is given as 7. So we have to perform AND operator between 5 and 7 range, that is 5 and 6 and 7. So if we convert 5 into binary, it will be 101, where this is the MSB, that is most significant bit. So 6 will be written as 110 and 7 will be written as 111. If we follow brute force approach, each and every position will be performing AND operations one by one. So we will be taking 5 and we will be taking 6 and we will be performing AND operation between 2. 1 and 0 will give us 0 and 0 and 1 will give us 0 and 1 and 1 will give us 1. Now we'll take this 7 and add to the resultant. So it will be 0 and 1 and it is 0, and 0 and 1 it will be 0, and 1 and 1 it will be 1. So the output is 100, which is nothing but 4. So this is the brute force approach where we will be calculating end of one element and another element, store the resulting element, and again we'll perform AND operation between that element and the next element. So here space complexity is O of 1, time complexity is O of Q of n minus 1, where Q is a query between operations. So the time complexity is more. Since the brute force approach has space complexity less but time complexity more, let's see what observations we can conclude from so that we can reduce the time complexity more. So let us see few observations which can lead us to reduction of time complexity. So let us take an example, m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 4. So now 2 can be written as 0, 1, 0 and 3 can be written as 0, 1, 1 and 4 can be written as 1, 0, 0. If we observe 3 and 4, here the bits are completely flipped. So 1 became 0, 1 became 0, 0 became 1. So if the numbers are flipped, we can clearly see that 1 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 and is 0, 0 and 1 again it is 0. So here we can clearly conclude that if any bit is flipped, we will be getting 0. So our observation 1 is if a bit flips at any position in a given range, its value becomes 0. We can return count is equal to 0. So this can be said that if n greater than or equal to 2m, count is equal to 0. So this is our observation 1. So let us proceed with our observation 2. Here let us take m is equal to 9, n is equal to 11. So 9 can be represented as 1001 and 11 can be represented as 1011. So here if we can clearly observe, if we traverse from left to right, we can see 1, 0 are not flipped in both 9 and 11. So if we add both, 1 and 1 will become 1, 0 and 1 will become 0, 0 and 0 will become 0, 1 and 1 will become 1. So it is 1001. But whatever the bits which are not flipped are as it is in our resultant. From this we can clearly conclude that leftmost common consecutive numbers between m and n are always fixed between range of m and n. So let us see how we can utilize this second observation we just found in our code logic. Suppose we will take 9. So let us maintain a count of 0. So we have to find these two positions which are fixed bits. So what we'll be doing is we'll be right shifting this 9 until this and this becomes equal. Okay, so during our first right shift, this 9 will become 100 and this 11 will become 101. So we'll increment the count to 1. Again, we'll check whether 100 is equal to 101. So it is not equal. Again, we'll perform right shift second time. So now this bit will become 10 and this bit will also become 10. Now both are equal. So we'll increment the count. So we have right shifted the given number by 2. So we'll perform a left shift and we'll be adding 2 bits here. So this will become 8, which is the expected result. So let us deduce the final algorithm which we can implement so that our code runs with minimum time complexity. So here we are taking count is equal to 0. This is our first observation. If n greater than or equal to 2m, we will be returning count, that is 0. In our observation 2, we saw that if n not equal to m, we will right shift n by 1 and we will right shift m by 1 and we will increment the counter. So until n is equal to m, it will be happening. While n is equal to m, we will be exiting this while loop and we will be returning left shift of n by count number of times. So this is the algorithm where we will be getting the bitwise end of range m comma n. So let us code through the solution in LeetCode. Here we will be declaring our count. Next we will be using our observation 1. If n greater than or equal to 2m, 2 star m, we will be returning the count directly. Next we will be using our observation 2. While n not equal to m, we will be right shifting n by 1. We will be right shifting m by 1 and we will be incrementing our counter. Once this loop is completed where m is equal to n, we will be returning n left shift by count number of times. We will click on submit and we can see our result is accepted. So that's it for this video guys. If you like this video, please click on like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching till the end. Have a nice day.